EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the BioWare Classic. It is just an ideal day for golf. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We're getting set for all the action this afternoon at Wetlands Golf and Country Club in Florida. And this is certainly a challenge, Frank.
It is. We really should rename it Drylands because that's the way you want to play this golf course. If you're not dry, then you are going to be wet. That swampland is just all the way around this golf course. In between it, though, is fairway. So fairway, the goal all day today.
And as always, with the state of Florida, you have to factor in the changing winds. And let's go down to the first. Frank, you've been there so many times. Really nothing like the first tee of a brand new championship.
The thought of the unknown. The beauty of sport, you and the golf course. Doesn't get any better, Rich. He's gone for a little extra.
Are you kidding me? Come on, you can't hit a ball that hard.
That is crushing it beyond all crushing.
He just blasted that one down the fairway, out there about 325 yards. This is all feel with a lob wedge.
That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Birdie try up next. That's a nice roll, and with that birdie, now 2 under par for the tournament. Strong par 5 to start, followed by a good par 3. The second hole is 225 yards.
2 bunkers, Rich, when you look at this par 3. In between is a nice corridor, and that's really the line that you want to be looking at going at this par 3. Just thread the gap, and you should safely find the green.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. What a shot right there. Beautifully done. On to the second hole, par 3 of 225 yards. Good hole, Frank.
It certainly is, and the 2 bunkers, one left and one right, they remind you where not to go, but they don't really encroach on the green. So stay with a positive attitude on that tee, and you'll find that green is plenty big enough.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Frank, you've been there. How important is it to hit fairways early in the round?
It just takes the pressure off the rest of the game, Rich. I mean, not only are you reducing the length of the hole by getting the ball in play and, you know, a good distance off the tee, but you're simplifying the next shot.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
So 2 under early on. And now back over to the 4th. As we catch up with today's featured golfer, we have already seen some excellent play. Frank, what are some of the keys to keeping this early momentum?
Basically just trying to do the same things. We're seeing good driving, good approach play, and very good speed on the green right now. Keep doing the same thing.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Getting set now over the putt. Good job right there. Now making a move and setting himself up for, who knows, a good weekend run, maybe at another title. The former college standout has been excellent today. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot, he is on the fairway, over 300 yards. This will be the 3rd swipe at it. Make it about 110 yards. Pretty good shot. That ball settles in about 13 feet away.
You'd like to think unlucky for some, but birdie putt coming up. It's no snack, though.
Well, he's not going to be real happy with that. Wow. Could use this one. This is for par. He got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Now at -2 for the day. On to the par 4 6th here at the Wetlands. And Frank, how does that water factor into the way you play this hole?
It bisects this fairway beautifully, Rich. 233 yards to the run out on the first section of fairway. And that might be worth considering for the short hitters. To try and flash it across the narrowest part of those wetlands, 276 yards. And of course, the more horsepower you got, actually the easier this tee shot becomes.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
No doubt they'll be happy with that shot. Well played. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time that one gets him in the top 10.
Here at the par 5 7th at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club, 592 yards. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
These winds have held up all day long, definitely playing a part in the shot making we're seeing out there today. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Frank didn't take notice of that name until right now, until that eagle.
And it started to send a whole ripple through the tournament.
8th hole here at the Wetlands, par 3, 203 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, actually, but you have to have a little look at your yardage book because that front bunker will make this hole look a little shorter to the eye than actually what it plays. Green gets a little narrow as it gets deeper, but flat and, well, I wouldn't say easy. 3 here, not too bad.
That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. So close, just a tap in from there. Clean this up with a tap. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Finishing up the front side here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club with a par 5, 621 yards. Frank, looking at this par 5 9th hole, it's 621 yards. I need to make birdie here. What's the best way to go about it?
Well, if you're a long hitter, then there's a chance you can reach this par 5 and 2, Rich. But really the best way to make birdie here, good tee shot, and then contemplate the layup. In between the first 2 bunkers, there's a nice section of fairway. And it's not going to leave you much in for that third shot to a green that's very receptive. So really, birdie can be made the hard way. Wedge and a putt.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Goes to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back 9, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. Second shot, good look at the green.
safely on the dance floor.
Settles in over the putt. Frank, a solid par right there, maintains his position. Par 4 11th hole, 443 yards. Frank, what's the best way to play it?
Nice straight drive off the tee, then really reduces this par 4 to size. Then those bunkers short and left don't really cause an issue. Green's a little tiny though, but even if you miss that green a little bit on the right side, it's a relatively simple chip.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. From the fairway, 135 yards away. Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline. Good read, good line, well played.
Stepping up to the tee at the first par 5 on this back nine. It's the 12th, and it is 576 yards.
Yeah, this hole bends to the right, opposite direction to what 11 does. A good tee shot, and you can actually think about reaching this par 5 and 2, but anything around the front or front left, it's still going to leave a relatively simple pitch shot. So when you stand on that tee, think of birdie at least here.
That is a monster tee shot right there.
And look what happens now. Shorter club in, you can hit it higher, more options. Just a big advantage.
So he's hit it inside 30 feet, not his best, but still a chance.
Yeah, the odd 28-footer, and that's exactly what it is. I've seen a few of those go down.
Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
So just a formality here.
And with that birdie, tied at the top.
Now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what are the options here?
Well, another straight one required here, Rich. At 450, it's not overly long in today's standard, but still, that fairway widens up where the longer hitters will actually hit. And bunkers, once again, short of a green. So as long as you can fly that second shot to at least the front of the green, then they really do not come into play.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Ooh, nice play right there. That's in pretty close. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Really hitting on all cylinders now. 9 under for the tournament. Good par 3 here at the 14th. It's a little bit more than 200 yards, Frank.
And there's a bunker short. So you've got to fly that coming in there. And if you do miss time one, that's when that body of water to the right really comes into play. Typical Floridian golf, but high-flying, soft-landing tee shot, once again, is the goal.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Second shot.
Now minus 10 for the round. The last par 5 on this golf course is the 15th. It's 590 yards. You think, Frank, this is the time to be aggressive?
Certainly is. Longer hitters must be licking their chops on this par 5. 300-plus yard tee shot, you can definitely get home. Shorter hitters, just set it up for a nice wedge shot. But if you are going to go at this par 5 and 2, well protected by those 3 bunkers.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Chance to get it close here. Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
Safely aboard. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Moving to the 16th hole here at the Wetlands, 455-yard par 4, and you can see, Frank, that green is heavily guarded.
And consequently, you're really going to have to judge that second shot. Know your yardage. He's going for a little extra.
And that ball is absolutely scorched. Just hit a seed out there. That, Frank, is position A.
Wouldn't you like to have that in your bag every day?
Love it. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. This is a good-looking shot. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Once considered the best player at the college level, our featured golfer makes birdie, sitting comfortably inside the cut line. Here we go at the 17th. It's a par 3, and it takes one good strike. That's what you like about par 3s of this length, Frank. 238 yards. Can't fake it here.
You certainly can't, and that green just shapes a little bit to the player's right. So the best shot to hit in here would be a little draw. And that is also the avenue provided by those 2 bunkers. One short left and the other one back right.
Been this way all day. Airtight, no mistakes, solid shot.
And yet another green in regulation.
So a tester from 4 feet. Continues to hold that sizable lead on the rest of the field. Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. If you hit your 3-wood 250, 260 yards, do the maths, it's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh, no. We don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. Are there gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
Frank, downhill shot here. Will he have to take it just a little bit easier?
Yeah, be careful with the ball position as well. If you play the ball too far forward and try and scoop it, it's not going to work.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. Frank, you surprised to see that name on top of the leaderboard?
I am surprised to see the name, but not that style of golf leading. It was great performance, especially tee to green. You don't often see people start that quickly.